Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be firing up over here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Not only following me on Instagram or X at the Calibre, please subscribe, hit the like button, fire it up. I'm the main host, Mondo. Let's do this. We're starting our updates all the way over here by the Writer store because supposedly Take-Two is set to reopen today. That's the 70% store. Let's check it out. So we got Nintendo holiday stuff. They still got the sweaters. These sweaters. A lot of Nintendo stuff in here. If you're a Wicked fan, you gotta get over here because look, Spirit jerseys, this is 70%. And you still get your AP discount. You even got the hoodie. Whatever these things are. Wow. They still got FNAF stuff from HHN. And then look at this. Wow. That's cool. And they got Harry Potter holiday stuff. A lot of new stuff from the last time I was here. Hello Kitty. I think these are Hello Kitty too. What is this? Huh. It's this red one. Yeah, all this Hello Kitty. I'm so happy Take-Two's back. I'm not gonna buy anything right now because I don't want to carry it all day, but maybe on the way out. So we're at Curious George. Look at this. The walls have reached right here. What the heck? Obviously the new security that's all the way at iFly. Things are gonna really start getting juicy with these updates. And I could see that hole, we could see that hole from the studio tour. People are not going to be able to go this way no more in a city walk. To go to city walk, you're going to have to go this way and go through security through iFly and then go into city walk and be in the Universal bubble. Wow. Very cool. I haven't been over here in a while. Up next is iFly Construction. Looks like lots of wood has arrived over there in the back. They got the roofing done here. It's gonna be crazy, crazy. So we're gonna have this as an entrance in a Universal bubble. Also the one at Woodpecker, which we'll get a look at in a little bit. That'll be another entrance. And then I'm assuming either the front gate or security goes into Frankenstein way out there. So there'll be a total of 3 entrances into the Universal bubble in the future. But there's a current look at iFly security. We'll get a better look when we get on the studio tour too. There's some great progress happening all the way over here behind ET parking lot, far off distance, and that's where the big service tech building is gonna go. From the rumblings I've heard about that service tech building, a lot of the stuff that's tech related in the park, a lot of the stuff might be shifted back there. And the big thing is to make way for the future. That's all I've ever heard. There's always stuff going on at City Walk, and I guess they're doing something NBA related right now. All-Star 2026, okay, that's cool. Tons of updates happening over here at Woodpecker Security Hub. Wow, so that flooring is done. We're probably gonna start installing all the security things. And the biggest thing to talk about here is this structure. Remember I said not that long ago that supposedly a wall is gonna be created all the way to the front entrance, and I think that is the beginning of the wall. This gigantic wall that's gonna be coming on the backside of water over here at City Walk. Whoa. Wow. And the big rumor with all this, they're aiming for summer. So it's like a very soon kind of thing. We're already in February. Can't believe it. Already in February. We're still at City Walk, and this is the studio store right before you go into the park. These caught my eye. Huh. Okay. First time seeing these headbands. Feels so good to be back at Universal. Today is a beautiful Monday afternoon, and the weather is gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. It's like in the high 70s, I would say. The last time I was here, it was like 87, 88 or something. That's crazy. The last time I was here, they barely broke ground to right where that palm tree is right here. They have broken ground all the way. Look at that. Whoa, they've broken ground pretty far. I would say up to right here. No, it's still going. Wow. Right here. This is a, so they only got this little chunk left right here. But they've broken ground all the way here. And the big thing that we keep hearing, a wall. We were just talking about the wall over there, Woodpecker. So just kind of imagine a wall wrapping behind City Walk, coming through here, and then a wall here. And the most important part of this, the bubble, the universal bubble. It's gonna lead to so many good things. Most importantly, high security all through here, just like a downtown Disney does. Since the last time I was here, people have got lucky on the studio tour and had Jack Black walk up to the studio tour, high-fiving people. Chris Pratt. There's been other Jumanji actors sightings. It's been a wild times out here because active filming. That's the coolest part about Universal Studios Hollywood, is that it's an active studio. Nobody else has that. Nobody. Only here in Hollywood, we have that. It is a nice and calm day out here at Universal. All the wait times are like 10 minutes. First thing I'm gonna do, we're gonna go off to the Minions lookout area and see if the coaster's testing or any movement on the coaster. Let's check it out. So the ride vehicles are in the load station. You can see them right there, the zebra print. But on this side, they're like all covered up. I don't know if, oh yeah, I think I could get kind of a view in there. Right there, look at that. They got them covered up. I wonder if ride vehicle reveal will be happening very soon. Also, too, I see a big mural right here. Look at that. What in the world? They've been working hard in there. I wonder if it's like that whole back wall. That's cool. Trying to get updates from the Minions ledge. First thing I'm noticing, these walls are still up. These wood walls down here. I wonder if that's just part of the queue. I'm starting to think that. But that's what it's looking like currently. No testing. I don't know if they've tested once at all. I have no idea because we're just getting here. But nothing's covered up. All the LSMs and all that, everything's exposed. So I would say they could test, right? If they wanted to. One thing I am noticing from this angle, they are doing a lot of progress now on the Scream Shield, the glass. Look at that. Wow, they added a lot. So that'll probably be done soon. But man, I just want to see the ride vehicles. The ride vehicles testing, drifting. Another thing too, since the last time I was here, look at the fence. And the fence goes down there too. I got more fence over here. Man, those dinosaurs are loud. Oh. But yeah, it's a quiet day, I guess you could say, over here at Fast and Furious. All right, let's keep going. We got to get on the studio tour. I was wondering how they were going to do a covering here. I thought they were going to just put a big glass wall here, but they're going with a complete closure of the stairs. So I guess more glass. They love doing glass here at Hollywood. But yeah, it's gonna be like a little tunnel all the way up the escalator on this section right here. There's not gonna be a lot of theming to this ride, but they did do some wall work over here at the far end. We're keeping track of that. That's what it's looking like currently. I wonder if those are for lights. Those like white pipes that we see right there? Maybe. Now looking at the lower lot, this will be very flush with green all throughout. Look at that. And then the big mystery thing, Why all the markings happen over here on the retaining wall, you know? I saw those markings like, what, 2 weeks ago? Get created about 2 weeks? Are we gonna see things happen here at the wall? Will this wall be used for FanFest? Will this area be used for horror nights? Make a movie summer? Will it be used for anything? So many questions. I don't think today we'll have time to go to the lower lot, but we definitely are doing the studio tour. Just got a couple more minutes till we get 3 and then we get express. Marty, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
It's been a while, man. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
right?
you. Glad to catch you in the timelines, you know?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm glad you came on a day it was a little cooler.
Yeah, it's been so
a hot
hot.
January.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, feels like summer. It's weird.
Yeah, it does. Believe me, it feels like summer.
Have you seen Doc Brown anywhere?
Yeah, you know, he likes to hang out in the plaza and test out the special food for very important people.
Oh, so he's over there.
Yeah, I'm on the mission to protect the time machine in case Biff comes by. You should have seen it. There was a guy 8 feet tall who walked by. I wanted him to stay and be like, hey, if Biff comes by,
Yeah.
you can handle it, right?
Oh, man. We cannot let Biff get in this car,
Not
though.
again, man.
Do not let that happen.
God, that was a disaster, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that guy makes me feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Well, I'm going to make like a tree and get out of here.
Man. Get out of here.
We are in a timeline where you could just meet a Marty McFly standing outside, like in front of a DeLorean. It's so epic. And that's how you get into the studio tour right now. Maybe the ice has melted. The trees and plant stuff over there. Looks like some of the ice has gone away. All right, well, let's see what the studio tour has in store for us today.
And they're really just the fronts and sides of buildings. It's a cheat because we only bother building what the camera can see. And we reuse them, changing them enough so you don't recognize them from one production to the next. You know, folks, making movies is one of the few places in life where cheating is acceptable, so we do it a lot. We cheat camera angles, we shoot day for night. What if we can get away with? Shooting day for night just means shooting during the day for a nighttime scene. It's a cost-cutting measure because if you're outside, it's a lot easier to make a movie in the daytime than it is at night. It takes less time, and therefore it's less expensive. But different ways to do it. You can use filters on the camera lenses to simulate night. That's what Spielberg did with Jaws. Or you can do what Walter Hill did. Those rock and roll fable Streets of Fire. Building it when you're in production, folks. Time is gold. All right, well, it's time for our skill testing question pop quiz, hotshots. Bonus points for the guy, a bunch of spray paint cans, and a lift to get him up there. Also on your right, the gates to the Lion Estates. That's where Marty McFly lived in the T-54, the golden age of 3D, folks. Professional diver Rico Browning, who played the creature in the underwater sequences, trained himself to hold his breath for up to 5 minutes at a time. Checking us out. Sorry, folks. Looks like some of you may not make it.
Oh, wow.
To do it. Sully is the story
We
of
haven't
US
gone down
Airways
this
pilot
route in a
Chelsea
while.
Sullenberger. In 2009, he landed an A320 on the Hudson River in New York City. Tom Hanks plays him in the movie.
After you're done filming over here at Falls
This
Lake.
scene was shot out here, and Falls Lake is a
all
series
storage.
of pools with different levels of depth that we can fill and drain. For Sully, they lower the body of an A320 onto a gimbal so it can rock back and forth, raise the water level up, add some actors and stunt personnel on the wings of the plane. The cloudy sky in the background is the backdrop. It just painted on. Turn again and again and again. Oh, and download the Universal Studios Hollywood app when you're here. That's a useful tool.
That was a very fun studio tour. Up next, we're gonna take a look at what's happening Harry Potter FanFest, the Forbidden Forest. Look at that, the digging has came all the way up to here, beyond the fence. Wow. Huh. Like, are they gonna try to go this far, baby? Oh, I see people in there. I see some people in there. That's the first time I've seen activity. We got some activity going on. Wow. Maybe it's people planning out stuff. So maybe movement starts happening in the Forbidden Forest. Cool. Very, very cool. Sadly, it's looking like no testing again today. But one thing I do got to get, my magnet. Fast and Furious Magnets has now started. Let's go get it. So you got to come to the studio store that's right at the entrance of the theme park. And here it is. Look at that. That is beautiful. There's going to be 4 of these Fast and Furious version. They also gave me this like past member bingo thing, and it comes with a pin. So that's pretty cool. I'm just excited about this magnet. So glad I came today. Finally, there's some life happening over there at the Forbidden Forest. You know, we got those creatives of Universal. They're gonna get hard to work because FanFest is around the corner. So I'm assuming we're gonna start seeing FanFest stuff in general come to life at the park because there's just not much time left. But it was crazy to once again see 6 Point, Texas. Half of it's gone, kinda. But man, I can't wait to see the testing. Hopefully on our next trip in the near future, testing finally begins once again for Fast and Furious. Kind of crazy how the momentum of testing has gone, where just November, December, a lot of testing. We even saw drifting, and then come January, it's very minimal. I don't know, do they have things figured out, or is there issues? That's what I keep wondering. But today's updates were a lot of fun because we got all over the park, literally updates from everywhere. So, but make your way out to Take Two. If any of that stuff you're interested in, because it's 70%, and if you have an annual pass, you get that discount on top of it. So really good deals out there. All right, everybody, smash that like button. We are firing it. Bang!